Moments with God, a time of reflection for every day.
January 4th. A hymn of confidence, Psalm 3. I cried unto the Lord with my voice, and he heard me out of his holy hill. Selah. I laid me down and slept. I awaked, for the Lord sustained me. Psalms 3, 4, and 5.
A critical hour had arrived in David's reign. His son Absalom had rebelled against him and taken up arms. Unable to confront him at that moment, David and his loyal followers had to flee in haste, leaving the city and the throne in his son's hands. They advanced, pursued by the rebels, and reached the Jordan River. In the darkness of night, they had to cross the river to reach safety. With him were loyal soldiers, women, and children, which hampered their escape. Danger loomed, and in the midst of his affliction, the king knew that he would find no security except in God. In those difficult times, he composed and sang Psalm 3, recorded in our Bibles. In his psalm, he recounts how his enemies have multiplied, mocking him and proclaiming his abandonment by God. Yet his trust in God remains unwavering. He knows that if he is still standing, it is because God has protected him.
Psalm 3 reflects the trust of someone who, in their anguish and adversity, makes God their refuge. Then they can rest peacefully in the midst of affliction. They can walk, lie down to sleep, rise in the morning and carry on, because their life is in God's hands.
It is true that David was reaping the bitter consequences of his past actions. He saw in his sons the bad example and negative influence he had set as a father. His indulgence in allowing abuse among them and failing to punish them now brought him bitterness because one of them had rebelled. But even though the consequences of his own sins were bitter, he could nevertheless seek refuge and comfort in God, and God was there to help him. As long as the heart humbles itself and seeks God again, even if we have been rebellious and obstinate in evil, God inclines his ear with mercy to help us. But there must always be a heart that humbles itself and asks for salvation.
God is pleased when we keep our faces turned toward the Son of Righteousness. When we are in trouble and oppressed by anxiety, the Lord is near to us, and he urges us to cast all our cares on him, for he cares for us.
What troubles you and shatters your peace? What makes your nights long, sleepless? There is no sin that God will not forgive, and even in anguish, he can give us peace. Psalm 3 is a psalm of trust from a child who has been struck by life's afflictions, but who understands that there is nothing for our security like God's protection. You can sing Psalm 3, and say like the psalmist, "Salvation belongs to the Lord, your blessing is upon your people." Amen.
Thank you for listening to this audio. We invite you to share with your contacts and visit the website BibleWell.com.